All right. I think it is time. Welcome everybody to our first ever Learn for South Texas. So allow me to introduce everybody here. Let me start with our Empower Captain, Maggie. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Maggie Ojeda. I'm the Empower Captain for the GEG of South Texas. I'm a Google certified trainer and an education specialist at Region 1. Really excited to be here and serving the community.
Awesome. Thank you. And also with us, our Share Captain. Oh, Mike.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alfonso Mendoza, or you can call me Fonz, and I am the share captain here for our GEG South Texas. Always a pleasure to be here serving our learning community. Thank you.
Awesome. And myself, I am Mr. G. I am a Google for Education certified trainer, teacher at Juarez Lincoln High School, and I am the GEG South Texas leader. And today we're trying to start with this initiative that honestly, it was as a result of both of my captains. It's not something that I came up with. I wish I could take credit. But let's start first with Maggie. What was it, if you remind me, how did this idea come about?
Yes, thank you, Carlos. I think we were all in a conversation and we were just talking about how we can help with what has happened and the sudden move into remote working and remote learning and just this high demand of being able to utilize the digital tools for learning and for working. And we saw this great need, and so we start thinking, well, we know how to use some of these things, so what can we do to help our community? And so our community as a whole, community service, in the evenings, in the afternoons at no cost, something. And so then that's kind of how we began the conversation. Especially other people like church leaders, small business leaders, nonprofit organizations, anyone that is currently part of our society. And also for and really we're thinking about the children. A lot of these kiddos have parents that are trying to remote learn or trying to even help the kids to get on, and they themselves need the digital literacy skills. And so that's kind of where our conversation started.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. And on your end, Fonts, so tell me,
Well,
after this was introduced, what was your take on it?
Well, I think, like Maggie said, in the end, everybody's affecting our students. So, in the same way as we have been able to help our teachers within our respective jobs and respective fields, now we want to bring that and those same skills and tool sets to the nonprofit organizations, the small businesses, the parents as well, and build up those digital literacy skills. And especially during this time where a lot of businesses have been having to, take on a different role and working remotely, that they can use some of the technology that is out there that is free and use that and leverage that to continue their business. Although, even though it may have come to a slight halt or complete stop, but it's a way for them to get back into the groove of things. So we're just really excited about the secondary effects that this will have as things, start to kind of reopen slowly. And we definitely are here to serve the community, and everybody from our GEG leader, Carlos, and our Empower Captain, Maggie, and ourselves, we pretty much are servant leaders in the fact that we just love to serve our learning community, which will include students, parents, small businesses, nonprofits. We want to make sure that we take care of everybody and teaching them the technology tools that they have available, so they can kind of restart, reset, and get going again. So we're excited about it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So first, I want to introduce what a gig is. So what is a gig? So First is Google Educator Group. That's what GEG stands for. A Google Educator Group is a group of educators that are communities of educators that inspire and empower each other to meet the needs of students through technology in the classroom. Our local GEG or Google Educator Group is South Texas. So this covers, if you look at it in terms of regions, Region 1, Region 2, and Region 20. So if you are an educator in one of these regions, we highly encourage you to join. And even if you're not an educator in one of these regions, you are more than welcome to join because we have from different parts of the world and different parts of the US, not just South Texas. Okay, so now let's look at what is Learn. Learn, let's see here. I'm going to type learn.soutx.us. And right here, it tells you up front, the whole point is educators from our Google Educator group trying to help our community in these times of need. So due to the sudden move towards remote learning and working, we're trying to get this started. And again, I cannot take credit for this. It's all thanks to my captains. But this is an amazing idea, and I just want to thank both of you for making this happen because we're starting a something different. So far, I haven't seen it. I see just teachers teaching teachers, and that's about it. But what about the rest of our community? Because our students need this for all of our community. So here the idea is we have our homepage. And as you look through here, you're going to notice that there's a button down here and at the top. And the whole point is that if you need help with anything regarding Google, because we are a Google group, we are here to help you. I have provided information as to what is being provided as far as professional development. And one of the links right here, for example, what is Learn? And this is this show or this episode right now. We're going to have several people later on trying to present on something. We already have one submission. So if you know a Google for Education trainer, they can be a presenter as well. And you can request, if you're an educator, this is the information provided. If you are a small business owner, right here, eventually more will be provided. Nonprofit. If you want to learn about a specific tool, right now I only have YouTube because this is the only one available. And the main thing here is that our community is not only English speaking. That's why I have this section right here for translation at the top right, so that we can translate the website. And it's easier for parents, for example, who do not speak English to be able to understand what is available here. And one of the languages will be Spanish, for example. But the trainer, this will be up to the trainers. If the trainers can provide training in Spanish, they will add this or their training to the list.
Mr. G, I have
Yeah.
a question then.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say that I am a teacher. I can join the GEG, right? If I'm a teacher. But
Yes.
let's say that I'm a small business owner or I'm the pastor of a church and I want to learn about Google Drive. Do I have to be part of the GEG in order for me to watch the Google Drive episode that's going to be on this website?
Absolutely not. You do not have to be a member of the GEG to watch any of this. As you can tell, we're on Facebook. We are on YouTube. And those pretty much are the only two places. If you have access to YouTube, then you're going to have access to learn from our educators, because we have such awesome educators that want to share and they want to present what they know to the community to help our community. So that's the purpose here. It's open to anybody to learn from us, although we are targeting specifically South Texas, since we are the South Texas GEG. Then this is our goal.
Awesome.
And I think that's great. Like you were saying, Carlos, and it all started also like just the conversation still resonates with me that we had when we were planning this. And Maggie just came up and said, like, it takes a village. It takes a village. And here, just giving the ability to have teachers join our group and join, GEG South Texas, and they're just bringing what they know and their knowledge, and we're sharing it here with anybody in the community, that just free. I mean, we're not charging anything, because that's the way we are. We want to make sure that we help empower our community, because ultimately in the end it takes a village, and we are that village. And what we want to do is everything that we're bringing to all the community, like I mentioned earlier, we see that there is going to be a positive effect on students as well. If we can get, those small business owners to start using some of the tech and build up those digital literacy skills, then they can start bringing that to the home. And then students can see their parents as an able resource at home too, as well, when they may have some questions on, hey, dad, mom, tío, tía, how do I work on this Google slide? And, they may have an answer to that. So I think that's something that's great. And, like I said, that always resonates with me when Maggie said, it takes a village. So it's wonderful.
Awesome. Okay. So the idea here is going to be that the training is going to be approximately 15 to 20 minutes long. And afterwards, we're going to have a Q&A. But if there are questions that can be answered during the presentation, we can always answer them as we go. So this is something we're starting now. And the goal is to make sure that we provide this platform to all of our South Texas parents, nonprofits, and small businesses, so that our awesome educators can then go and help our community.
Yes. A lot of our educators right now are have been learning a lot of new ways to use those digital tools, and I mean, having this platform, I think, is really going to help to empower them to continue to share out, and if they can do it in Spanish, pues con más razón, ¿verdad? Si pueden hacer un entrenamiento en español para ayudarle a todos, no nada
Claro
más
que sí.
en inglés, pero también en español, para los que no necesitan esas clases de ayudas, para las herramientas digitales, para los estudiantes, para sus hijos, para sus iglesias, pastores, pastoras, negociantes, que tienen sus talleres y necesitan ayudas con poder utilizar la herramienta, para sus negocios.
Yes, and our goal is to have not just English, but as you mentioned, Spanish. And if we have trainers that can speak other languages, then it will be multiple languages as well. And that's the goal.
Estamos practicando. We've been
That's right.
practicing. Uh-huh.
So at this time, I just want to say thank you so much. And we have been live for 15 minutes. We had a bunch of thumbs up and hearts. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. And thank you for your comments. All I can say right now is the goal is to have a 15-minute presentation, and afterwards to have a Q&A. So if there are any questions, or Maggie, Fonz, if you have anything to say as well, right now would be the time.
Pues como Maggie dijo, estamos aquí para servirles en lo que necesiten y como les digo, este es un equipo que es un equipo fenomenal y tiene muchas herramientas para compartir y un gran gozo en nuestro corazón poder ayudarles y servirles a toda esta comunidad aquí local en lo que se les ofrezca. Así que muchísimas gracias y como les digo, por favor, con toda confianza, ingresen a nuestra página, vean lo que tenemos que ofrecer y con toda confianza les puedo decir de que de una forma u otra, cualquier entrenamiento que estén buscando, si nosotros entre nuestro grupo no podemos o tenemos esas herramientas a ese momento, encontraremos quien nos pueda ayudar para poder ayudarles en lo que ustedes necesiten. Como les digo, aquí Alfonso Mendoza, su servidor, todos nosotros estamos aquí para servirles. Muchísimas gracias.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Don't forget to submit what you want. If you have an idea, if you want to present, if you yourself have an idea and you want to present something, please get on the Learn website. And the next available episode will be posted there too. Watch us live. Thank you so much for joining us, those of y'all that were able to join us today. Mm-hmm. And the good book says, never despise the day of humble beginnings. So this is a small beginning for us, but our hearts are in the right place. We want to do this for you all, like my brother Fonz just said, and Carlos. We're here for you all, and we want to help you. That's why we're doing this. And even though I was camera shy and I've never done Facebook Live, I decided to do it this time because I was trying to think of the greater good. So thank you all.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And one more thing, guys, also don't forget to follow us on social media. As you can see, we've got our Twitter handles at TechTeacher1381. We've got my sister Maggie here at Chirp Maggie. You definitely need to follow her. She is definitely just one of the most humble and always person that's always willing to help. So follow her. And Mr. Carlos over here, Mr. G, I'm sure he's going to put up his Twitter handle right now. Very knowledgeable in pretty much anything Google. So,
anything.
Anything. And y si no lo sabe, lo inventa.
Oh, sí. That's awesome.
Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Okay, well, that is the end of this episode. And just keep an eye on the website itself and click on the Learn icon. We already have a few submissions for presenters. We just need to review and schedule them. And eventually you're going to see them as this thing loads right here. You will eventually see them right here. Anything in the past will be available here eventually. You can either click on that link, it'll take you to the list, or you can just see it directly from here. So, anything else? There I am.
Adios.
Right.
Adios.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, y'all take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. God bless.